to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Into the end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it, and that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Kansas State's offense will take the field for the first time. We've seen freshmen step into the running back position with big expectations many times. David, Herschel, Walker, Adrian Peterson, among others, and they hope that they found a guy like that here.
Well, and he's highly touted. He's got the skill set, obviously, highly recruited. Everybody talked about it.
There he goes. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
And what a great decision by the quarterback. Like, it's such a timing and an art when you run this option. Like, you want to get those guys to collapse on you like he does and get that pitch man open. And then you see now he has space to run down the field and make the big play.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Got his man quickly. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Off the play fake. Flips it out to the back. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage. Yeah,
if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats!
I think that pass play was simply designed to get him the football in space and let him do the rest. Obviously, they're not throwing that into the end zone, but they feel like they've got guys, especially at the running back position, that if you just give them an opportunity, they can make people miss and score like he did right there.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They march 78 yards down the field, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Bunch formation for these receivers. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Fires to the tight end. Turning it on. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. This time they'll go to the running game. All right, guys, let's take a minute to think about Nebraska. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. The option look. The pitch. Plows through the defense. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's the handoff. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
The big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Changing on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. Motion from the back. To the air on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Gibson. Looking for room at the 40. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wildcats have this offense rolling. Goes to the option. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Quickly complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Play action. Plucks it out of the air. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
The Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. He'll ride his man on the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Offense scoops it up and still going. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Tight end now in motion. To the air on 2nd down. He's got it. Finds a crease at the 20. Oh, he's got some space. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
He wants it all. Touchdown, Kansas State. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they force the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they tacked on the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, it doesn't get much bigger than a couple of top 5 teams going toe-to-toe. Here's the latest on this gigantic showdown. South Carolina is ruling the roost right now. What an offensive showcase today. They can't be stopped. They're up 14 over Miami. We'll circle back if anything big happens in a 1 versus 2 matchup you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Runs for the tackle. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Well, when you talk Nebraska football, it always comes down to their ability running it on offense, whether it's the option or whether it's conventional. They've got a long and illustrious history of great running backs, and this guy is on the field for a reason. His vision, his ability to make people miss, run with toughness, he can do it all.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Takes the handoff. It's forward. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Markway. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on 3rd down. To the air, it's Raiola. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And he missed it. No good. And here in the 2nd quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Guys, let's just think for a second about Kansas State. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year that teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read, gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
Got the first himself. They finally corral him, and he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Max going for the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 15. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's talk for just a minute about Nebraska. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Fires to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Huskers will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. On the option. Breaks into the open. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness. They cross midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The offense changing the play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. It's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet. But if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse. And they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one. And I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the second half and start making some plays.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Kansas State.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Virginia is ahead right now in Charlottesville, but that's not exactly Sean Moore out there dominating this one. We are a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Washington. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. To the air, it's Raiola. Caught in the backfield, it's Ford.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys, you start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Ives. Gets it out just short of the 20, out of bounds at the 19-yard line, and a little more room to operate.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. What precise footwork along the sideline to get that toe down for the catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cornhuskers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points with it.
Yeah, 2 biggest things are you've got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those 2 things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield very late in the half. Trying to make magic with his feet. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a 2nd and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Safe completion on the screen. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors and our halftime update. The Huskers will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Gibson. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And this defense, they were ready for that third down. That you could tell they smelt the option coming, did a great job, aggressive, downhill, went and got it, got the tackle for a loss, forcing the 4th down.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Slings it downfield. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. They're working that left side. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Huskers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run it from the gun. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
As a defense, we are talking about this right now. As soon as they come out under center, alert, alert, quarterback sneak, everybody dive at the feet of the offensive lineman, create a pile, jump to the football.
Throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
Wants to adjust the pattern. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Just a short pass to the tight end. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Rolling, throwing, looking right. Intercepted deep in his own end. Taking it the other way. Down to the 48-yard line as he takes it away and takes it back to set up his offense. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be
nowhere to go. The ball's loose. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Looking for a man. It's Raiola. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Finds his tight end. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Richardson.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a... Increase now. He's reading the coverage and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Second down, they'll go to the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. There he goes. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
The RPO, it's complete. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. And the Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Now on the option. Now the pitch. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you, the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk game. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kansas State has it first and goal. Gets the back moving. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Takes the easy one to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's a really good job by the defense understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with him and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job going and getting them on the ground.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Play number 10 on this drive in his 3rd and goal. Motion from the wideout. Let's it fly. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. He'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And he'll try to knock through a short one, his 2nd of the day, this one from 23. Good right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, all the talk this week. Let's find out how things are playing out in this top 5 duel. South Carolina is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on. You just have to make that catch.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back on this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
To the air, it's Rayola. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Some really tough running there gets him to the 45-yard line.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now, wide receiver. You get in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger game.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
Just listen to the little apple. You can hear it all the way to the big apple as they try to get the defense off the field. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Mills. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
And that's good enough for a first down.
The Cornhuskers are rolling down the field. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Wants to throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. All right, guys, let's take a minute to think about Nebraska. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside. Moving forward, because losing this game in week one, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is
turning it on. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on second and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the fourth quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
They'll run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskers. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Richardson. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
They'll send the back in motion. On third down, he drops to throw. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Great place to start for this offense. To throw, it's Raiola. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
Got the quick pass. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
And guys, they really need to make something happen on this third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Zings it complete to the right. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Oh, he missed it. No good. Guys, they could have cut the deficit in half if that field goal had been good. Still down by 6. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Making side adjustments here. He'll go to work in the air on second down. Finds the tight end. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Firing to the right, complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Right on the money. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
An offense has practiced this situation. This is 4-minute offense. You've got the lead late in the game. You're trying to bleed the clock and just get first downs. They do that. They stay in bounds, and the clock keeps ticking.
Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Richardson. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wide receiver going in motion. They want that clock to run. At the 20, he's got space. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the first on the ground like that. We're in a one-possession game. You've got all 3 timeouts. I think you got to start burning him here to save some clock.
On the option. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Back to the ground with the running back. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On first and goal, let's see what Kansas State calls. Trying to bully their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Kansas State.
I like aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point makes this a 13-point game here in the fourth. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys. You never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Texas looks like a bunch of world beaters right now, marching all over that field like Bevo in the pregame. They're up by 32 over Texas State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. The Huskers headed quickly to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Looking left. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Here comes the option. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll run the option. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Well, they were able to come out here week 1 and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point right down the boulevard is there now, up 20 in the fourth. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. The returner will field it and try to get some people. The ball pops out on the return. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession.
You just can't have that happen if you're on the return team. You know if you lose the football now, you're giving the other offense the ball back deep in your own end. It simply can't happen.
This offense has it with really good field position. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the outside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Quarterback making checks. Second down, he'll throw it. Got a man, it's Gibson. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Off the play fake on first down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Touchdown, Kansas State. And the route is on.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense. And you could tell they were ready, they were fast, and this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely. Which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over, like, continue to play, find some.
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And the Huskers will send out the punt unit.
Number 37 on to kick it away.
Makes the catch at the 35. He gets a block. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.